introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Thomas on the return. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. He's got a 1st down past the 30 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Mike, 55. 70 Lion. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Off play action. Williamson looking long for top. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8, now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now a handoff looking right. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Let's go now. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. 54. Stop your whining. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. 80.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Dillon. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Browns nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and now it's 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well.
And got his man complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Michael Thomas. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second and 9 now. Looking deep downfield. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks, and you give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game. But now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Back to throw here. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And the Browns first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Rashawn Gary coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Browns 3.
Off the play fake. Williamson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wagner. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back to throw. Williamson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Williamson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football?
Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this foot. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Throwing on first down. Williamson. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line.
Check nine, check smash. Come to me, it's me.
Operating from the gun. Williamson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the gun, Williamson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
41 the mark, 41 the mark. Check 41. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. 18 running.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
53 the mark, 53, check 53. Watch the run, watch the run. It's out, baby, that's baby's out.
He'll look to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Gay is on for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Texans 24, Browns 3.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach him. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Hey, what's that? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Mikey 18. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
They'll run here with Dillon. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A.J. Dillon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I can't believe they even let you play. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. You don't know.
Here's McCaffrey. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Christian McCaffrey. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10.
Makes the score Texans 31, Browns 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they're on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Operating from the gun, Williamson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, Williamson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Off play action. Williamson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Double dog, that's the way. Kill, kill, kill. Kill. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Off the play fake. Williamson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. No, no, no.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. It's their quarterback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Texans 38, Browns 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
19 Tiger. Watch twits.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Williamson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This will make it into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
49-yard line.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now this time he'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. McCaffrey following the penalty. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
First down, Cleveland.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Just like that.
McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, Dillard. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, Williamson eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gay's kick is good. But wait up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score is Texans 51, Browns 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the pickup. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll look to throw now on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got it. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, he's looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll run it. Here's Dillon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They run once more with Dillon. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 37-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
53's the Mike. 53.
They keep it with Penny on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
And it's 3rd down.
The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Again, they run again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now they try the right side here. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the gun on 3rd down. Williamson. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much for me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Come pop it for me, cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with it, rockin' black clothes. Whippin' around that Batmobile, duckin' 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that occupation. I just wanna know